So I know you've traveled the world and done consulting work with all different types of attractions, and you've probably in that time visited a lot of historic sites. So what's your favorite, or what sort of stands out in your mind, something historic that you find very interesting?
Wow. You know, it's funny. I was talking to somebody about this the other day, that I was not really interested in history until I started traveling more. And, you know, all throughout school, it never really interested me. And, you know, I hate to say it, even when I went on family vacations, you know, my parents would take me to some place that was supposed to be really interesting and supposed to be really important to the country's history and those type of things. And it just didn't click with me for some reason. But I have to say that a couple of years ago, I got to go to Washington, D.C. And just walking around the mall, and I didn't really go in many museums or monuments and things like that, but just being in that city and walking around and kind of feeling the history, that was really, really powerful to me. And, you know, I just thought, it doesn't matter if you're Democrat, it doesn't matter if you're Republican, it doesn't matter, you know, what your political views are. You have to respect what has kind of happened in that city, especially, you know, as the country was founded and you know, things progressed. So that's a place that I would love to go back to and be able to spend some more time is Washington, D.C. But really, you know, as I go around and do travel, I now, as an adult, try to work in extra time so that I can go see the city that I'm in, or go find out a little bit about the history. And it seems like wherever we go, there's some sort of historical walking tour or audio tour. And when we can go and do that, or take a tour with a tour guide that has some background information, that stuff I just absorb now, and I love it. And understanding kind of where things are and really why things are the way they are. And I think that's probably kind of goes back to trying to understand, you know, even how Washington, D.C. was designed and what people had in mind for the kind of presence that they wanted to show people from other countries and all those type of things. I think that's one of the areas that I would really love to go back and explore some more.
I know what you mean. I went to a trip down the Danube River in Europe 2 summers ago, and I didn't even know that much about that part of the world. But once I came back, I started hearing different facts, and I was like, oh, I've been there, and I know that. And even if you weren't interested in it, when you like actually step into it, it sort of like triggers all your synapses, and you're like, whoa.
Well, that's what I found really interesting, is that, you know, like I said, as a kid, I wasn't all that interested, but now everywhere you go, there's a story. I mean, every little, you know, ball of twine someplace has a story that there's a reason why it's there. There's a reason why somebody, you know, took the time to put it there, or, you know, there's a story behind it. So that's what I now find fascinating, kind of along that same line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode of LeaderTips Q&A. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when new episodes come out. If you have a question for me, or if you'd have a question that you'd like to see addressed on a future episode, go ahead and put it in the comments. Thanks for watching.